Prodigal Steve returns to the darkest dungeon. How's it going, everybody? Last week, we technically succeeded. We completed the mission. Nobody died. It was fantastic. I also correctly predicted a hallway battle being a collector, and that collector summarily schooled us. It was not great. Not one of the finer moments of the campaign, but admittedly, not one of the worst ones. I thought about doing a run maybe for one of the 2 available ancestral trinkets. I think we have to get a lot of the rest of them from an actual shambler, but I'm not sure about that. But instead of doing that, I think we're actually going to take the Abomination party out because they are in relatively decent shape. We have a little bit of residual stress from a previous mission here on this party, but that's okay. I went ahead and submitted Mortimer to get this quirk taken care of. I also submitted Talaboy because he's apparently just started collecting negative quirks when I turned around. So I'm going to get rid of the plus 20% stress versus human quirk, since we often want him to go to the ruins where there are a handful of human enemies. Although fairly, can't the cultists and the brigands show up anywhere, now that I think about it? Either way, we don't want him taking 20% additional stress against anything. Night blindness we will eventually get rid of, but it isn't the highest priority. And then I used the last sanitarium slot for Mistel here. I've wanted to get rid of claustrophobia for a while, and I've just haven't gotten around to it yet. So there you go. I'm going to sort that out. We're going to head to the Warrens, which I'm not thrilled about necessarily because I expected we were going to come back with some disease. We will survive, though. We will press on. We're going to run our Man-at-Arms here in rank 1, and I'm going full stun. Stun Amulet, Rampart Shield. That's sitting at a 199% chance to stun. He's going to be stunning, if it is in rank 1, 2, or 3, stuns on stuns on stuns. I love it. Standard stuff here on our Abominations. Padlock of Transference and the Restraining Padlock on Campbell. And I do imagine that I'll be using Transform here over the course of this mission. I really want to get into the habit of using it and not just trying to DOT everything. But I do think with this party, just 3 rank stun and then DOT forever is pretty viable. But I'm going to try and use Rake and possibly Rage. Doubt I'll be using much Slam, but it, could be a possibility. Lock of Fury and Padlock of Transference here on our rank 3 Abomination, just for that little bit of extra damage and also some increased speed to get a stun or bile off early in combat, and then the Ancestors map plus Junia's head back here on our Occultist, and I have abandoned all hope of ever seeing a secret room again. What's this, a medium mission to the Warrens? Probably just 2 shovels, and despite my reluctance, or resignation rather, to never seeing another secret room, I am still going to bring the Ancestors map out, simply because scouting future battles is very, very important as well. It's not strictly for scouting treasure. Do we need anything else, or is this good? Probably more bandages, right? We're running an Occultist and no way to heal our own bleeds. 16 torches enough? 16 torches is probably more than enough, right? 16 food is enough for a camp, and then 2 hunger checks. Plus, it's the Warrens. We have medicinal herbs. We can probably find more food. A couple of keys just to be safe. Some anti-venom, which is probably the least useful. Then maybe head out? I think this is fine. Well, that makes me a little disconcerted about the number of shovels that I brought, but it's okay.
Even the fiercest beast will lay down when it is not eaten. Steal their food.
No scouting out of the gate here. I don't think we have any additional scouting quirks. We have a wheeled scouting quirk. Oh, we do have plus 10% scouting in the Warrens. Okay, fair enough. So we're at like plus 35% chance on this one. We don't need that, I don't think. I don't remember exactly what it does, but I don't think it's like gold or anything. Alright, Bart can go. We just need to make some forward progress, huh? Oh, we've already found one of the grain sacks, which is fantastic. I forgot that this was actually collect the grain. So scouting is even more important than it would, you know, maybe necessarily otherwise be. Yeah, let's do this. Well worth it. We spent one bandage, we got some gold and some food. So I will happily take that trade. Any day of the week. Scouting? No, battle first. Okay, well, getting a little bit ahead of myself, I suppose. Let's go ahead and stun you. And then we'll stun you. And then you'll vomit on us, which I don't appreciate very much. It's a debuff. And then we'll stun you. And then we'll use the occultist to do a little bit of damage on these two. On both of them, please. Thank you. Although it might have been smarter just to focus this one. What's he at? 4? What's this blade? 4 for 3? Yeah, alright. That seems fine. Okay, so you're gonna die on your action. Beautiful.
That cuts on its own.
I think we stunned this thing. I don't want to pull this, though, because I want it to be hit with the blight from our other abomination. And then I'll maybe do a crush here and see if that doesn't push this spawn down into... Or it's just going to kill the spawn outright. Okay. Fair enough. Well, now we're going to switch over to Rake. Now that we've dealt with the back two lines, 3 for 3 is probably enough that we're interested in bandaging. So let's go ahead and stun these front two units. Although I guess it doesn't really matter if he's already transformed. I just wanted them to be stunned so they didn't get an action before he got to transform and then rake them.
Their formation is
One of them is dead,
Maintain the offensive.
which is wonderful. Might as well heal you, because if you get bled now, it doesn't really matter. I hate that. Yeah, I really hate that. We just get the kill here, right? Like, we don't try and do anything clever. Because even if we finish the battle with him transformed, he'll transform back, and that'll give us the stress relief across. Yeah, okay. You're kind of stressed out, huh? You're going to be on absolution duty here soon. Why? Oh, I just auto-took a ton of heirlooms that I'm not even remotely interested in. Okay, fair enough. Well, we actually need to, yeah, shift that. Shift this gold. You know what, that's fine where it is. Glad to know that this treasure is here, but I would like to come back to it. Alright, so we found a second quest location. Is it going to have combat in it, though? I'm never quite sure. Oh, none of you can disarm traps, right? Isn't that your thing? Yeah, right, okay, fair enough. Should probably keep the torchlight up, huh? Especially because we're gonna have one of our abominations on absolution this next combat. We actually got another scout, huh? Well, I'm glad we didn't go to this room. We would have hit an obstacle in the way, like on the way, and then also a room battle on the way out. Curio, room battle with treasure, empty room. Probably over here is our last grain sack, if I had to hazard a guess, which, I mean, go back into the room and take the grain. What are you doing?
Glittering
Self.
gold, trinkets and baubles.
Okay. I'm getting ahead of myself here is what I'm doing. Yeah, no, that's a fair hunger check. Burn a torch. Combat. This is actually a great combat. 70% stun resist. Okay, yeah. Let's start with stunning this thing, because it can disease us, and I hate that. You're at 10, huh? Stun here. I know we need to do absolution to get his stress down, but what I really want to do is guarantee that that thing dies this turn. Okay. Now, let's actually just do this and buff the entire team's dodge. And then slowly stun lock this thing to death while our other abomination heals himself. Is this gonna work? It might actually work. We should weakening curse as well, though. I don't want to try and risk a bleed on any of our units. I don't think the buff is necessary, because I don't imagine that this thing's going to get too many actions. Alright, so everybody is in a decent position now, which is fantastic. What's its blight resist? 120? I don't really want to transform and stress everybody out. It's probably going to resist the stun, yeah. But it didn't get any additional stun resist. This is maybe the most ridiculous way I have ever handled combat in this game. Assuming he hits us, which is not that likely at plus 16 dodge, he's going to do 74% less damage. But it doesn't matter, because he is now dead. This party is actually ridiculous, and I love it. If there's ever an enemy with even moderate stun resist, it's like, oh, sorry, you just don't get to do anything now. I'm a little hesitant to do a hallway battle at this point. I think I would rather take my chances with the room battles. I definitely want that, and as much of that as we can take. That can get tossed. Citrine is 250, that's 350. I mean, the smart play is to get rid of the Jade, but I think I'm... yeah, let's get rid of the Jade. Don't let greed end up killing your party, huh? Still at 80% torchlight. Sure. It just occurred to me, this is just a veteran mission, so we can't possibly get the spear pig. Oh, that just made this battle, or this mission, rather, so much better for me. I think we start with a stun on the more annoying one, and then a blight. Then we're probably going to crush this thing, but actually we can pull this guy forward, which has always really been the plan, 7 to 15, or we can just stun him. Yeah, let's just stun him. It is going to knock him back, But I would rather him be stunned and do nothing than have him 2 hit points away from death and stress us out. Yeah, okay, rend for the old gods on my man-at-arms. Don't stun my abomination, though. Oh, why are you such a jerk about things? Alright, well, you're gonna die in your next action, so just don't disease me? Okay. Fantastic. Abyssal artillery? Question mark?
As the fiend falls, a faint hope
Not
blossoms.
really sure what the right play was there. What's that? -7 dodge. 60% blight resist. You haven't been blighted yet. All right, yeah. So
Well struck.
there we go. Excuse me. You resisted the blight at 50%. Find this a little hard to believe. I'm very appreciative of my cultist dodging, though. That's actually not bad enough for me to worry about. I was kind of hoping for a little bit higher roll than that. Maybe this thing would die. Yeah, you should probably move forward, huh? That way you're actually useful to the party. Okay. Manacles is such a good skill. Like, legitimately. I'm very pleased with it. Don't, though. 7 damage is actually more than I would like, and 5 for 3. Should have stunned. I got a little overzealous there on the retribution. That's fine. Alright, we'll stun here. Keep him from doing anything. We'll transform with the other abomination and then just rake. And that should sort it out. Yeah, don't worry about the transformation. It's fine. Although rage might have been better, but he does buff himself for more damage with rake in the future. Don't bleed him. Thank you. 5 damage. He's down to 5 HP. So, you know what? Yeah. Use Absolution here. Get a little bit of your stress handled. Was really hoping our other abomination would move before he did, but wasn't really the end of the world. Okay. Sorted it out. Pretty pleased with how that combat went. Although admittedly the man-at-arms' HP is lower than I would like it to be. No scouting, huh? Okay, well I think we do this room, because it could theoretically scout either, like, all of the rest of the rooms. But what do we want? Obviously we're not going to take the portraits. That's ludicrous. I think we say no to all of this, because we're going to need a spot for the grain sack anyway. So unless we throw away the anti-venom and then some food later. We're probably not going to need the anti-venom, right? Oh, nope, that actually goes in that order. Yeah, I want to keep the food.
The light, the promise
There's
of
no
safety.
reason to burn that torch. I want to keep the food for that, but also for backtracking later. Alright, I'm all out of sorts on this one. 76 is still the highest scouting chance we can get, theoretically. Yeah, sure, fine. Not even salty. Room battle with Curio. Sure, okay. Burn a torch.
As the light gains
Fight some
purchase,
spiders. Not a collector,
spirits are lifted,
thankfully. Although we could
purpose is made
probably
clear.
stun lock a collector straight to death forever with this party. Stack up some more blight here. We should heal. Yeah, and that's actually a decent heal as well. Eight. Yeah, I was gonna say, I figure whichever one he hits is going to die. So now we just ride this one out and hope we don't get blighted. We didn't get blighted. Beautiful. Well, time for some absolution. Take it when we can get it. That stress relief is so important.
Slowly, gently.
We're actually the one party member who has had the highest stress over the course of this mission is actually now completely stress-free, which is a little amazing to me. We're obviously going to do a heal here. I just needed... yeah, we should heal. For 20. When we needed not 20.
The slow death.
It's okay, though.
Unforeseen.
Yes, and yes, and no to the anti-venom because I am greedy and I don't know what's good for me. It's 500, so yeah, that actually stays there. Crack open that on our way back, I think. At 76. I doubt we'll get surprised here. We did not get surprised. Fantastic. Bislar. They both dodged, huh? Okay. I mean, I hate that, but okay. I really want to minimize the chance of disease here. That's the problem. We can't kill rank 4 on turn 1 with this party. It just cannot be done. It's an unfortunate truth, but it is a truth. We don't have a Hellion Arbalist or Hellion Houndmaster. Basically, we need Iron Swan, is what I'm saying. This dude's gonna be, like, extra super dead. Don't do it, though. Oh, thank you.
Eradicated.
Nobody needs healing, so we might as well debuff this guy, because there's nothing else for the occultist to do. And then we might as well transform and start doing some damage here. Beautiful. You've protect, the 33% protect, excuse you? Get stunned. You joker. Alright, obviously gonna start stacking up some DOT with the rank 3 abomination. I actually like this abomination having more speed than rank 2 because it means we can stack up some blight and then rake. Might as well weakening curse. Not that I imagine he's going to be doing too terribly much here, but yeah, 1 damage on a ball and chain, even with the stun, isn't that bad. Alright, 7 damage, brings him down to 7. And that brings him within range of the blight. Fantastic. Okay. Go ahead and get an absolution here. We are starting to stack up stress a little bit on the occultist, which I'm not thrilled about, so you can go ahead and transform down. And then use absolution on yourself. Get you down to 23 and then just sort this battle out. Fantastic. A little bit of stress relief for anybody else? Nah, just yourself? Okay.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
I want the 200 gold, if possible. Alright, well, we know we aren't going to need this. And we probably won't need those. Let's go ahead and do that. Toss that. Take this. keep adventuring. Move this back. Work our way this way. Hit the secret room, see what that's got for us. Hit the other two treasure rooms. Probably camp for a little bit of stress relief. How are we doing on torches? We have 11 torches. So we're going to come in here. Do that.
May indeed stalk these shadows,
Open
but yonder,
this.
a glint of gold.
A dodge stone, which I'm not overly invested in carrying out of here with us.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength
Take
to follow
this. Do we want to camp? We want the other key. I think we don't want the bandages. But I'm not sure what else we get rid of here. This is obvious. We have to keep this. I would like to keep at least 1 or 2 torches to get us back over to here. And then we obviously need this key for that chest. I think we say no to camping. Like, I want the food for a hunger check, but the actual camp itself isn't essential, although it would be nice for a little bit of stress reduction before the end of this mission. I'm not gonna... you know what? I actually will snuff the torch here, because we have plenty of them.
holds much worse than mere trickery and boogeymen.
A little bit of food and some emerald, which we already have some of. The portraits I'm not interested in at all.
The match is struck.
Fantastic.
A blazing star is born.
I know we could go and try for those hallway battles, check some of those other curios. Maybe it's a Shambler altar, but I don't feel comfortable with this party against a Shambler. They just don't have enough rank 4 damage. Although he takes up ranks 3 and 4 mostly, right? Like, once he's summoned some minions, he has minions in rank 1 and 2, and then the Shambler himself is actually ranks 3 and 4. So we could stack up Blight on him and one of his minions, and also stun him, like, almost
Secrets and
forever.
wonders can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
Okay, well, I guess we take the portraits, because why not? I mean, I know we could have sold the rest of that stuff, but let's take some heirlooms home. This is actually a pretty solid inventory to have heading out of the Warrens. Let's see how many extra diseases we get, though, moving forward.
Our supplies are replenished. The soldiers will feast tonight.
Alright, so that's just north of 30,000 gold. It looks like we only have the one disease. A lot of negative quirks, though. But everybody did hit level 4. Okay. I think that's, by and large, a positive thing. And then also all of our supplies and provisions are free next week,
Surrounding farms as yet untouched
which is
by
wonderful.
spreading
Alright,
calamity.
let's go down to our rank 4s. Can we sort by level, though? Oh, right. They're going to be at the top because they're... Oh, they aren't. Ah, because it auto-selected to a level 1 mission for some reason? Whatever. Why are you up there? Yeah, that's really bad. Alright, get rid of that. Weak grip on life is bad. Egomania is bad. And lazy eye is bad. At least he didn't get any negative quirks. Alright, so this entire team is going to the sanitarium. And they've certainly earned it. They're going to get their stuff sorted out. And then be free and clear next week. You're all kind of stressed out, huh? Well, what do we have going on here? Book of Sanity doesn't interest me that much. Martyr Seal especially doesn't interest me. Get out of here. Don't really need another Legendary Bracer, but we're getting on to the point where we don't have much else to do but boss fights. So... Ooh. A second spiked collar, though. I think we almost have to do that. In the event that we ever want to bring 2 Houndmasters. Yeah. I'm like 95% sure that's what we're going to be doing next week. Either way, that is going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. As always, feedback is welcome in the comments below. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next time.